Hello, this is M. Welcome to my channel. Did it ever happen you to need to send an email to multiple people, let's say a lot of people, and to think about customizing the email, but due to a lack of time to send a general one and to say, hello folks, this is my message, blah, blah, blah. Today we're going to see how you can automate while customizing your email for a large audience, for a large number of people. So let's dive in. Let's start as we are starting with the receipts. So we need 3 ingredients. The very first one ingredient that we need is to have Excel installed. Then the second ingredient is to have Word installed. And the third and last ingredient is to have Outlook installed. So let's start, and let's imagine that I have this kind of list, this kind of Excel with a couple of names. There are 41 names, superhero names with their email address. In my case is the very same one, because unfortunately I didn't have the private email of each superhero. Then we have a location, a place where we want to meet, which in our case is a planet. And we have the date. So you can see all those details there. We have the date, and in some cases we also have a special message. So we want to add a special message to some of them, not all of them. And this is why in some cases it's filled with the text, and in some cases it's blank. This is the very first step. The columns are fully customizable, so you can have the name, you can have any kind of data that we'd like. It could be a location, a date, an hour, could be a result, could be a percentage, could be any kind of data, but you need to have everything organized by columns. And the only mandatory field, the unique field that you need to keep in consideration for mail merge to work, we can call this mail merge, is to have, of course, the email address specified. As soon as you have this Excel created, you can save it. In my case, I save it with mail merge sample, and you can also rename the worksheet as you wish. If you have multiple worksheets within the same workbook, then you need to pay attention to the name of the worksheet that you are going to use, just to keep that in mind. Okay, that's all from the data perspective. Then you need to have, of course, a template for your email. In our case is dear, and I want to address to the superhero name. My name is M, and I'm from planet OMNIIMAGO. I heard about your superpowers and I was truly impressed. Would you like to meet on planet X? So on the specific planet, depending on the superhero name, for a quick catch up on, and for the date, to have the specific date that I already filled in the Excel. Looking forward to meeting you. We also use smiley faces on planet OMNIIMAGO, lol. And to add a special message whenever is the case. Yours, M. As soon as we have the template done, we can save the word with a name. Again, in my case, I use mail merge template, and that was it. And I also need to open Outlook, which is going to work offline, because one of the recommendations that I have is to use Outlook offline, just to be sure that you are not going to send immediately if there is an error or you need to fix something, just to be sure that you are not going to send a wrong message or a message with an error immediately. So that would be a tip. So in my outbox I have nothing, but I can start working on the main merge. So the very first step that I need to do is to go here up to the mailings. So here we have the mailings. If the menu is not present, you don't have mailings by any reason, you can right click on the upper bar, customize ribbon, and then go down and check if you have mailings. It's ticked. Okay, all good. So we get back to mailings, and the very first step is to go here to select recipients. Out of the three options that we have, we are going to use an existing list. Why? Because we already have the Excel created with the data that we want to use for this mail merge. So we are going to look up for our data source that I saved on the desktop. It's mail merge sample, the Excel file. And I'm going to click on open. Okay. As soon as I click on open, it will show me all the worksheets. And this was why I said you need to pay attention on the worksheet name, just to be sure if you have multiple worksheets like sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, just know in which sheet you have the data. And then to have the first row as a header. So it's ticked by default, and we remember that we have the name, we have the location, we have the header in our Excel file. So I'm going to click on OK. It's all correct. And if we look back to our template, nothing happened. But now what we can do next is to select the data that we want to replace. The first item would be superhero. We want to replace superhero with the actual name of the superhero. And then what we can do, we can go here in insert merge field and replace the superhero with the superhero name. Okay, so I'm going to click on name, and now you can see here that it was replaced with name. Then the next thing that we want to replace is Planet X with the actual location. So we go back to insert merge field and replace the planet with the location. Now we have here the location. And then we want also to replace the date with the actual date. And because we added also the special message, we want to select everything here and replace that one with the special message. As you see here, it mail merge added an underline because I had the space between special and message. So don't worry, you don't need to put anything between words because by default mail merge will add that underline. So I can select that one too. And now if we get back to our template, it's pretty much the same, but the fields are replaced with the header that we have in our Excel file. So as soon as we see that everything is good, we can go back on the top and already click on finish and merge, and then send email messages. If we click on send email messages, the first thing is mail merge to ask to whom or to which email address do you want to send. It already selected email, so it's pretty much self-explanatory also for Excel, also for mail merge if you are adding the email field just as is. Then you need to add the subject line, which will be the same for each email that you are going to send. So let's say invitation proposal. And then for the format, you have a few options. I would recommend you to go ahead with the HTML format. For instance, we have this kind of smiley face. So if you're going by plain text, the plain text will be actually, as we can see here, is not bold. It's really a raw text that you cannot customize in any way. So let's say HTML and send to everybody. Okay, before clicking on OK, let's zoom out, click OK, and now you will see the magic happening. I'm not clicking anything. By default, Mail Merge is generating the data using the same template and the information from Excel. So it's actually generating my emails with the content. It's also adding the special message whenever the case. And if we go back to Outlook, what I have here, I have 41 new emails. So I can open them one by one. That was for Ant-Man. Okay, that's perfect. No special message. So it's looking forward to meeting you. Let's close it. Then we have the message for Batgirl. Again, no specific message. But we also had the mail to Aquaman where we had the special message. Can you teach me how to swim? And here we have actually everything that we prepared. So working offline, as I mentioned before, all the emails are still in Outbox, but as soon as I connect to internet and then I'm sending and receiving, all those emails are going to be sent. Please keep in mind, as a very important note, that you need to have the explicit accept of people for receiving your email. So you need to be GDPR compliant. You need to have the okay from the people that they would agree to receive your email. In my case, the superheroes already said yes. We had a phone call and they said yes, so I'm safe. But please keep in mind on the any GDPR regulation and how you can use this on your personal benefits. So thanks a lot for watching. If you like this video, give us a like. If you have any question, put a comment below, and have a perfect day. See you soon. Bye bye.